Ladies and gentlemen, hello and welcome. My name, of course, is Albert Potato, and here we check out the latest and the greatest strategy games each and every day of the week. Today we're checking out Stranded: Alien Dawn, which releases on the 25th of April, bringing with it a whole bunch of extra goodness into the game, including a brand new scenario, which we're going to be checking out. But first things first, I need to say that this video was sponsored by Frontier Developments, the publisher of the game. Frankly, I am delighted to be checking out Stranded: Alien Dawn again, because it is a cracking game, and honestly, one of my standout games of 2022 when it released into early access then. Anyway, let's check out the brand new military outpost scenario. So, last time I played through the crash landing scenario, where you basically crash land. This time, the landing is going to be slightly more coordinated. A team of adventurers, scientists, and soldiers is sent to a heavily infested planet where they must construct and defend a core communication relay, which will enable interstellar communication in the sector. Okay, all right, let's freaking go. Let's leave that on all as it is. Let's jump into the game. Now, as ever, I will do my very best to explain. Yeah, sure, let's just start with these 6. As ever, I'll do my very best to explain what the heck is going on, what this game is all about, and how to play it as best as I possibly can. Stranded: Alien Dawn is a survival sort of game, city builder, base builder style game, but it incorporates so much more than just that. It really is a fantastic little survival builder game, and I just freaking love it. I can't wait to play it. I really can't wait until this ship touches down, so that we can get into the good stuff. The first thing that I always mention about this game whenever I play it is that the world just feels so real, and it feels so lived in, and we're going to be seeing that over the course of this little episode here today. It's really, really, really freaking gorgeous to look at. It looks fantastic, it feels fantastic to play, and honestly, it just looks so unbelievably good. Now, so before I properly get into things, let's see what we've got going on. We got a couple of resources up here: cooked meals, metal alloys, medicines, apparel, weapons. Weapons are very, very important because the world is very inhospitable. Believe it or not, this is a pretty nasty world to come down in. We got a couple of things over here. What the heck is that? An insect nest? That looks absolutely disgusting. We're going to see if we can try and deal with it. A bloated insect. Okay, that's cool. Yeah, we got a lot of stuff in this world. And not all of it is overly friendly. But we've got our 6 sort of survivors here. And we're gonna be making do with what we have been given. We've got some CPU cores. Okay, we've got some metal alloys over there, as we sort of discussed earlier. We've got some emergency rations. We've got some twisted plants over here. We're going to be doing a whole bunch of research in order to determine exactly what this world sort of has in store for us. So, a couple of things that we probably want to get set up in the first instance. I am going to get as many shelters as I possibly can straight away. Let us set up some sleeping spots, because it is nighttime, but I'm sure that everybody is going to be filled with vigor and energy because we have just landed on this planet. We'll set up the sleeping spots right over here. We shall get some wood probably started off. Maybe we can mine some stone. I'm not particularly bothered about stone for now, but let's get that sort of cut down right about there. Brilliant. We will start the process on that. These 2. Yep, excellent. Brilliant. Don't want to observe that. We will observe, but we will observe later. That's a-okay. Get the sleeping spots constructed. That is great. So, yeah, things are nasty, but they're only going to get nastier, I'm afraid. But it's going to be my job as the steward of this mission, this military mission, to try and rein in on the chaos a little bit, and hopefully to try and, create some stability in the lives of these poor people. So, we'll get the sleeping spots up and running. That's good. That's just somewhere that everybody can sleep. We'd also probably like to get a campfire, so I am going to be building a campfire. To unlock the blueprints, we need to scavenge some scrap metal from spaceship debris. We need to cut sticks from bushes. We need to mine stone from rocks. I will queue up that to be mined then, and we'll also probably just get some, some of these. Sure, get some of those cuts. Brilliant. we'll get some bushes. Excellent. We'll get some bushes cut. We'll get all of that underway. What the heck is that? A pointy red plant. Unknown plant species. We can start the process of observing this if we want to. I don't particularly want to right this second, but we can. So yeah, since the last time that I checked out this game, a whole bunch of stuff has been added, obviously including this brand new campaign, or this scenario, should I say. Let's scavenge that spaceship over there. Are these things friendly? They seem peaceful. What are they? Like antelope, sort of deer, sort of... They look like Highland cows, to be honest. I mean, they look like cows with big horns, crossed with hippos. But, I mean, I don't really know my animals, so I can't really speak to that. Right, let's stick it up to 2 times speed. We are good for everything, I do indeed believe. And we'll try and get ourselves, as I say, we'll try and get ourselves the very sort of basics. We'll get ourselves a shelter. That's going to be something that we do. We're going to get ourselves a campfire. We'll get that stone campfire placed down right about here. Ideally, we're going to be able to illuminate all of the area and hopefully keep everybody warm. We're going to be building a whole bunch of stuff in just a second, but I should point out this game has got a bunch of defense mechanics in, and like, you know, automated turret, for example. I wonder why we could possibly need an automated turret. It's probably because the environment is horrible. The environment is absolutely horrible, and it hates us with a passion. Hates us with a passion. I need to get a research desk down as well. Let's maybe get a research desk down just as a sort of, not necessarily a precaution, but I want to get as much sort of stuff done as possible, sort of queue it up. So, our objective is to try and build this, the Ansible Relay, a highly sophisticated artificial intelligence system capable of establishing faster-than-light communication between dozens of planets required for the colonization of new galactic sectors, such as the Outer Worlds. Okay, we need to print carbon nanotubes on a 3D printer, research concrete rooms, and bake cement in a furnace. Okay, that's fine. We got a couple of people that are idle. Is that because the tree chopping is no longer required? Yeah, let's actually start the process of maybe like cutting a route. Yeah, cutting a route through here. I need to not select the... I need to not select the human, otherwise it's not going to select. But that's fine. We can do that. And Sora, you'll be out of the woods fairly shortly anyway. Okay, what else do we need to get down? Well, I would quite like to get a bit of a farming operation up and running. Farming operation, obviously, to supply us with resources. It would also be great, if it's all possible, if we could get some buildings. I do need buildings. They are, believe it or not, quite useful. Furniture as well. Furniture as well is quite useful. Drying rack. We're going to get some drying racks. Do I need any of that? No, not super worried about anything else. A chopping block. Yeah, I tell you what, I will get a chopping block. Let's get a chopping block over there. That's looking good. Power, we're going to get power. We're in a great position where we've got a lot of the sort of more advanced electronic components and sort of alloys, so that's kind of a nice position to be in, all things considered. We're chopping down that. We're scavenging metal as we speak. That is great. Beautiful. Okay, let's go into 3 times speed. I am content with the pace of operations at the moment. Let's queue up a mining operation over there. Queue up a mining operation over there. Beautiful. Just a couple of stones to keep us going. Now, some people are idle, and that does not please me. So we can go into the manage section. We can send out expeditions if we want to. We're going to need to fulfill a few research requirements. Research long distance travel before we're able to do that. So that's definitely a mission that we could potentially go on in due course. But what else here? We've got research, so this is definitely something that we're going to want to go down. Printed components, cool. That's very freaking cool. I really like the idea of doing that. We need to get ourselves a research desk if we haven't got it already. It's just been built. That's fine. A couple of things that we could probably build. I mean, we're probably not going to need weaponsmithing. Just because we've got pretty advanced weapons as it currently stands. Sleep cycles to train sleep. I mean, Depends on the length of time that we want to spend researching stuff. Advanced research desk, could get that. Tasty meal fabrication, I do like the idea of that. Let's do weaponsmithing because it literally only takes a couple of hours. Animal taming, spaceship deconstruction. Let's do that as well. And let's see if we can start getting to work with research. Research just should happen, which is very, very nice indeed. Now, what else do I need to get up and running? Do I need anything else here? Not particularly at the moment. Do I need anything else in the camp? I'm still looking to try and make a shelter, but we are going to need a little bit of additional scrap, and I believe that the scrap is coming, but it's taking a little bit of time. That's not necessarily a problem. People are still idle. I talked about that a little bit later on. Tamed animals, we don't have any tamed animals. Activities, I can choose exactly what people do here. So, the 3 people that are idle, I imagine it's presumably because they have not been equipped with the skills, or at least they've not been equipped with the priorities needed to do any of this stuff. However, I think we can probably send some people to do some observations. We can maybe craft or queue up some cooking, maybe do some research. Yeah, that if we just sort of assign more stuff, then that will let's do until we've got 2. Sure. So we're gonna start boiling our emergency rations, of which we've got a good number. That's gonna be great. Gonna be very, very happy with that. It's gonna improve the quality of the food ever so slightly. Makes me very, very happy. What else? Production. We got ourselves a chopping block. Let's actually queue up some logs into sticks. I think that's probably going to be a pretty useful thing to do. Let's change this until we have, I don't know, 300 sticks, something like that. I think that seems pretty reasonable. Should we get a house? I feel like a house is definitely a luxury goods. New resource, cooked emergency rations. Yeah, and we should also set up some observations as well, because if we set up some observations, then we should be able to... Ooh. Look at this. Go and observe that. So we're going to go and observe the pointy red plant, and we're going to go and observe the flightless bird. We'll see how that goes. Okay, cool. Right, we're doing a little bit of cooking. That's fantastic. I am very, very happy with how this is all looking. I would like to get a stockpile. Very, very much like to get a stockpile. Let's see if we can try and get a stockpile here, and also get ourselves a stockpile right about here. The reason that I'm putting it in this configuration is that we should be able to stick a shelter right on top of that as soon as we have the ability to do so. Where is it? Right here. Yeah, we need scavenge scrap metal from spaceship debris. Have we not done that yet? And cut hay from tall grass. Yeah, we should be able to do that literally right about now. Get ourselves some hay over here. In fact, if I just... a bit more sensible, then we can do that. There we go. All in one go, which is exactly what I think we should try and do. Right. Sleeping spots are still looking as they are, which is fine. And what would I like to do? Food fabricator? Yeah, I mean, why don't we get some power systems set up? So we can get some power systems set up, you know, some basic power systems, nothing too crazy. A wind turbine, for example, we can build because we got a whole bunch of alloy. Generates electricity depending on wind speed. Let's get that down. We'll get it built. And we'll see what else. We'll see what else we can build. We can build shortly. Now, ooh, what is this? Discovery. We've discovered something. Excellent. Taming. We can do taming, and we can also get a statue. Well, I'm not particularly sure that I need a statue right now, but if we have a little look in the research tech tree, is this something that we can? Is this something that we can research? I mean, it will be somewhere. It'll probably be animal taming. Yeah, I think it'll be as part of this. That's fine. We'll get to that. We'll get to that next. After we get weaponsmithing, which I'm not completely convinced is entirely necessary, but we can get to that. Right, so we'll get the wind turbine up and running. That's pretty darn good. That's unlocked. Actually, it's unlocked leisure, or should I say cutting the grass is unlocked leisure. I would like to maybe build a house. Maybe I should stop prevaricating and just start building a house. Now, if we want to build a house, we can build it out of a variety of different bits and bobs. A wooden room is maybe not a bad idea. There's a whole bunch of different sort of thermal properties that come along with this. Let's just sort it. Let's get something like 240 wood. I mean, it's actually entirely doable. Let's do that. Let's place a door right over here, and then we should be able to see if we can try and move in some bits of furniture. We're gonna need a heck of a lot of extra resources in order to make beds, but it's entirely doable there too. The twisted plant, for example, I'm going to queue up an observation on the twisted plant because I believe if we're able to cut this twisted plant, which I'm going to queue up a little bit, I believe that that should perhaps give us the resources that we are after. And speaking of resources that we're after, it's a couple of different things that I'm going to get here. I'm going to get a workbench. Let's make it, put it down right over here. Sure. Put down a workbench over there. Very, very useful. A whole bunch of different ways that we can control heat and light when we are inside this room. Production, electric stove. Yeah, probably want to get that. A tailor bench. I will get a tailor bench. We'll get it outside, although we'll probably try and move it inside. We have got ourselves a wind turbine, which is currently doing exactly nothing. It's not connected to a power consumer at the moment. It's 5 degrees Celsius. It's spring at the present time, so there's no real need to worry too much. What's going on? Insufficient storage space? Yeah, we have definitely got insufficient storage for this. I mean, I tell you what, why don't we get a storage shelf? We can get a storage shelf down inside if we want to. Let's wait until this room is built, and then we can maybe think about getting some storage. Sure. But I would really like to start cutting down these plants, start observing them. Everybody is busy, which is what makes me very, very happy. Everybody is busy. Everybody's busy. Everybody's looking good. We're observing that pointy plant. That's fine. How's the research coming along? Yoko is doing a grand old job with the research. That's fine. And did we get those plants cut down? I think we did, you know? I think we did. The thing is that we need the workbench to be able to process them before we actually move ahead. I could assign some more sophisticated priorities if I wanted to. So activities, we can toggle that into advanced priorities. And, ooh, nice. We've researched weaponsmithing. Very, very nice. Silicon leaf. Aha, the pointy red plant with peculiar patterns which synthesizes an unlikely substance. Silicon. Okay. That is very, very cool. I like that a lot. That is great news. That is great news. That is fantastic news. Keep transporting a whole bunch of hay. That's great. Let's also maybe see if we can try and get our colonists equipped with weapons. We got a lot of weapons, actually. Synthetic helmets. Yeah, I mean, we can wear the synthetic helmet if that's what we want to do. We've just finished researching lightning rods. Very, very cool. Keep on moving all of these resources around. Keep on observing the plants. You're chopping. I mean, can I instead get you to... Yeah, just construct this wooden workshop. I would really like that to be done kind of as a priority, if that's possible, please. Right, and then let's see what we can actually make here. Craft synthetic cloth. To unlock this recipe, mix liquid fuel. And what do we need to do? Liquid fuel. We need to collect oils and fats. Where on earth we do that from is, I guess, somewhat debatable. But let's continue to get this all sorted. I'd also like to probably get a... I'd also probably like to start construction... Oh, excellent. Harvesting skin bark, planting skin bark, crafting a veggie leather on a workbench. That is exactly what I would like to do. Veggie leather. I need to collect skin bark. Have we not collected it? Maybe I need to collect it one more time. Sure. Harvest. It also maybe needs to just appear in a stockpile. Let's actually expand our stockpiles out a little bit. How about that? Farming. We've unlocked farming. Non-edibles, skin bark, silicon leaf. Yeah, nothing that we can do in terms of farming. What about observing something that perhaps is edible? Squash-like plant? Let's go and see if that's edible. Also, that needs to be queued up to be scavenged. Veggie armor has been unlocked. Excellent. Very, very happy with that. Let's also... I think we maybe want to assign somebody else to constructing at a higher priority. I feel like our construction is just taking too long. To be fair, nobody else has any construction capabilities. Let's rank that slightly higher. Vanessa, you can do You can do constructing at level 2 as well. That seems like a pretty good priority. And let's move ahead. Let's move ahead. Move ahead. Moving ever forwards. Brilliant. Aha, we managed to nab ourselves a tailor bench, which I'm not going to use immediately, but that is fine. Now, I can craft weapons. I can craft a crossbow if I want to. I don't feel like I really need to worry about a crossbow. We can click on the colonists here, and we can go into detail, like very, 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 very high levels of detail, actually, with regards to if they've got any issues, you know, what's their mental health like. We are going to fix some of these, I think, soon. We're going to equip a laser pistol. I mean, how good is everybody? How good is everybody in terms of combat? How good is everybody in terms of combat? You're interested in combat. You're pretty good at combat. I'm going to equip the Sora, who's got decent sort of combat stats. Let's give you a... What do we think? We'll give you a pulse rifle, sure. And you're also pretty good at combat, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, we'll give you a pulse rifle as well. Everybody else can sort of have, you know, like longer... Everybody gets a laser pike. Everybody gets a laser pike, which I should have equipped, but that's fine. Laser pike, excellent. So let everybody go to that. Laser pistol. Have I given everybody something? Have I given everybody something? Annette is unarmed. You're going to equip, though. That's fine. Okay. I would like to probably get a nice perimeter line, perhaps set up for a little bit of defensive capability. We need to also utilize this power. That is pretty important. Has everybody been equipped yet with something? Pretty sure everybody's been equipped with this. You've got it already. You've got it already. You've got it already. Cool. So these people are obviously only going to utilize the tools once we actually need them to. I could get them to go on hunts at the moment. Perhaps, you know, we could maybe get a target as well. I think it's in leisure. Shooting practice. Yeah, shooting practice. Let's get shooting practice sort of target set up over here. Right. Are we okay for woods? We've got wood. It's just a case of building it. Yeah. I have probably not focused enough on direct production. Or direct construction, I should say. But that's not necessarily the end of the world. Now, can I craft veggie leather? I need synthetic cloth in order to make a bed, if I'm not mistaken. Wooden skin bark bed. Yeah, I tell you what, if I do actually get that, then that'd be good. Let's get some more storage placed down over here. We'll just get stuff in our storage so that we can cancel that and instead harvest it all. Harvest it all. There we go. That's good. Plant is growing. Harvestable yield. Skin bark. Let's get it. Good stuff. Okay, wakey, everyone. It's time to go. We need to study something which is going to allow us to... Yeah, we need to study something which is going to allow us to plant some food. So the squash-like plant would be great. Let's get that observed. We're harvesting skin bark, which is excellent. And now, there we go. Veggie leather. Let's go until we have 20 in storage. Sure. And that's going to allow us to make beds. Hopefully by the time that we have the capability to make beds, we should be able to get this building done, and we can start moving people inside, and people don't have to degrade themselves by sleeping on the floor. We've researched animal taming. Very, very cool indeed. We can now get ourselves some animal sheds. I like that a lot. Weaponsmithing we've already got. The weapons I'm not particularly bothered about. This is looking nice. This is looking very, very nice. Now, I would like to get these storage facilities moved inside, but I'm not going to worry about that too much. How's the roof coming along? This is a decent looking shack, I gotta be honest. This is a very, very decent looking shack. So the temperature difference, you can see the temperature up in the top right hand corner here. The temperature difference is non-existent at the moment. 14 outside, 14 inside. That will change. That will absolutely change. Right, an animal shed for ranching, an animal spot. Okay. Right, anything that we want to do in the power area? I mean, the battery is something that we can do. Diesel generator, not yet. Lightning rod, we still can't build. Presumably because our scrap metal hasn't been fully harvested yet. You know, don't scavenge that. Just scavenge this one over here. That's fine. Okay. Good stuff. New resource, veggie leather. Happy days. Brilliant. Brilliant, brilliant, brilliant. I'm very, very happy with that. Do we want to equip everybody with a synthetic helm? You know what? I don't actually want to quite yet. Synthetic leggings. Hugo reached crafting 1. Congratulations, Hugo. That's fantastic news. Right. Let's move all of these. Let's move all of these for now inside until we can get synthetic leather. Or veggie leather, whatever it's called. And then that should allow us a little bit more freedom and flexibility just to keep people happy. Because, yeah, people's needs at the moment... 8 on foot, slept outside. Yeah, I mean, I tell you what, I can fix that as well. If we get a... If we get a table here, it's going to be a little bit of a tight squeeze, isn't it? Chair there. And do I want another chair? I think I probably want another chair. That's a large table. I don't need a large table. I just need a table. Oops. Wooden table. Sure. I mean, I guess I've built what is in effect a large table anyway. But I don't think that's going to block things. But you never know. It might. Insufficient storage space for synthetic boots. Yeah, we're gonna sort that out. We're gonna sort that out soon. And speaking of, let's get ourselves a floor. A soil/hay floor, awful thermal insulation, very weak support. Yeah, that's fine. Let's do something like this. It's going to cost us basically no resources to build, but I'm going to do that. Sure, we'll get a little bit of a ramp up here. And then what we're also going to do, and what I love about this game is the fact that you can literally just say, hey, we're going to stick like a roof on top of this area. We're going to connect it up to the existing sort of infrastructure that we have. We don't really particularly care about the speed of... Well, we care about the speed of construction to a greater or lesser degree. Oh my goodness gracious me. That's some range. Target practice. Yeah, we don't really care about this, but what we're going to do is we're going to have, you know, all of our stockpiles. All of our stockpiles moved like under this area. And in fact, we're probably going to get some wooden shelves set up here as well. I sort of alluded to that a little bit earlier. We'll get some wooden shelves over there. Not everything can fit on a wooden shelf, but that's okay. And then we'll get some stockpiles over here. Also, have I... Okay, well, I've created a little bit of a monster in the fact that there's a little bit of a lip hanging out here. Doesn't particularly matter. Ooh, we've discovered something new. Buttermelon. Harvesting and planting a buttermelon is now something that we can do. Food crops, yes, please. I would really, really, really value the opportunity to get a food type resource. Sure, 6x6, 6x6 buttermelon harvesting area. That sounds really, really good. Very, very important indeed. Okay, so we have the opportunity to build this relay. I mean, we need to get more stuff. We need more electronics. That's fine. We need to print carbon nanotubes on a 3D printer. Now, do I have the ability to build a 3D printer? I actually do. I actually do have the ability to build a 3D printer. Why don't we give that a crack? I mean, I'll build it in this area. No guarantee that it's going to be overly useful right there, but that's fine. I'm also going to get a wooden power pole here, and perhaps a few other wooden power poles to connect up my different power sources. We'll also nab a battery. Also nab a battery. Yeah, unpowered. I know it's unpowered. Don't worry about that video game. That is fine. We'll grab ourselves a battery. Yeah, and we'll build that. We'll build that sort of round the back here. I feel like that's a pretty good idea. Right, build those power poles. That's good. How's this all looking? Supplying power? It's not supplying very much power. Right, what do we need in order to produce this? Used for production of carbon nanotubes. Required ingredients, liquid fuel and metal alloys. Right, well, we don't have liquid fuel and, well, we do have metal alloys, but we don't have a tremendous amount of metal alloys. How's this all looking? My shelving unit's looking pretty darn nice. Do I need to get slightly closer? I may need to get slightly closer. Let's move that over there. Move that over there. Not like the 3D printer is gonna work, but that's fine. Also, the power that it requires is quite a lot. Okay. That's looking good. Fine. Fine. Right. Everything is sort of moving across here. That's lovely. The buttermelon field has been planted. That is great. Very, very happy with that indeed. Okay. I think if there was to be an attack, which I don't think has actually happened yet, which is good. Let's go and observe this tube plant. Let's also queue up some more research. There's a lot of stuff on the map, by the way, that is just sort of chilling around the place. Should I go on a little hunt? I feel like maybe I should. I want to try and take something out. I want to take a bug or a beetle out or something. You know? I mean, this just looks like so awful and nefarious. Let's take you two, draft you two. Let's come across here and see what we've got going on. Right, let's also queue up some more research whilst I'm... Oh, no. We're doing research, but we need to do more research. Searchlights, hydroponic racks, refrigerators, advanced research desk, battery optimization, improved solar cells, printed components. Ooh, yes. I would like printed components. I would like to do printed components. That's very, very cool. Anything here? Yeah, liquid fuel. We need to do that. Collect oils and fats. There may very well be a plant that gives us oil and fats. And in fact, it might be this stuff up here. Right. Anyway, Hugo, let's have a little look. Let's have a little look at what's going on over here. Oh, my lordy. Okay. Retreat. Everybody retreats. Everybody is going to get drafted. Everybody's going to come back. No. Hugo. Run, Hugo, run. Keep running, please. Keep running. This is why I wanted to get defensive structures set up. I think I may have angered the bugs there. Hugo's taking a little bit of damage. What's up? You're bleeding. You're bleeding at a very slight rate. Oh my god. These bugs do be jumpy. Okay. Let's take him out on the range front. Nice. Oh my goodness gracious me. What is this? Small spike-tailed insect. I hate it, but I love it. I hate it, but I love it. Beautiful shot there, buddy. Move back. I mean, these... I don't know what the range of these things are. We're going to do a whole bunch of science researchy stuff, but I would bet you anything that the range is slightly more substantial than the other stuff. Yeah. I'm absolutely right. Okay, move out, Hugo. There we go. Beautiful. Look at that shooting. What a gallery of fantastic combatants here. Okay, good. And the last one. Fantastic. Excellent. Good stuff, everyone. There's still an animal attack. That's okay. I mean, should I go in? What the heck, eh? What the heck? Let's move in. Hugo is the only one that actually needs treatment. Let's see. Where are they? I can barely see the bad bugs here, but I'm sure. There we go. There we go. I'm sure as soon as I come to a halt. Oh, poor Hugo. It's all on Hugo. Apparently. Okay, move in. Move in, move in, move in. Okay, an insect nest. We'll set that up to be attacked. I mean, I'm not actually completely convinced that we're going to be able to kill it, but... Okay, it's too dark. We're doing something that we probably shouldn't be doing in the middle of the night. Oh, fantastic. Right, the bug nest. Beautiful, beautiful shooting. Beautiful shooting. Yeah, you know what? I would like to observe that. I would like to observe that. And in fact, oh my gosh, there's more up here. This is a bad idea. This is a bad idea. Let's get everybody retreated. Let's get everybody retreated. It's fine. It's not a problem. Okay, we're under attack. We're under attack. We are under attack. Let's move, 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 move. 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 Everybody move. Keep it coming, keep it coming, keep it coming. Right, I mean, we can take out the bugs. I would really like to automate my defenses. That's something that's really, really cool that we can do in this game. I freaking love it. There's so much sort of potential for shenanigans, and that is fantastic. Keep moving, keep moving. Come on, Hugo. You are the only person that is getting attacked. I have no idea what it is about you, but people just love to attack you. Okay. Keep it coming, keep it coming, keep it coming, keep it coming. And then as soon as they're out of the trees, if they do want to continue following us, then we're going to round on them. Right, Hugo is bleeding. He is in severe pain. Okay. There we go. Fantastic. Look at that. A little combat bonus there. Fantastic. Good stuff. Excellent. The long-range weapons are, of course, doing the vast bulk of the damage. But as soon as they... Yeah, there we go. As soon as they get within range, we should be able to take them out. Okay. Okay, Hugo, you're going to get undrafted. And you're going to go and await treatment. Yoko, you're going to get undrafted as well. You're going to go and handle the campfire. I'm going to tell you to... going to tell you to go and deal with... There we go. Undrafted. Is that everybody undrafted? You need to be undrafted. You need to be undrafted too. Okay, Hugo is having a medical emergency. Let's have a little look at the activities. Who have we got that does healing? Vanessa. You're fine, I think. Vanessa, you're fine to come and treat... yeah, come and heal him. Come and heal Hugo. That's fine. It is late at night. I appreciate that. Let's get this patched up. Let's get this guy patched up. Everything, a tail stab, everything is in pain. But that's okay. We can handle you. We've got the goods to do the healing. That is fantastic. Okay, the blood flow is stemming. The pain is reducing. Brilliant. Okay, you've got a mild head infection. I don't know if we actually have antibiotics as treatments. Apparently the infection has gone away. That's great news. Okay, well, we're gonna let you sort of chill out a little bit. Maybe take a little bit of a break. How's this? How's this looking? This is average growth rate. Excellent. Very, very happy with that. I am very, very happy with this little settlement that we've got going on. So, I did sort of allude to the fact that we can get our defenses modified. There's a whole bunch of different traps that we can get. We can get a wooden wall, for example, which is definitely something that I'm interested in doing, especially sort of on this front. It's going to take a lot of wood to do. So, probably not for right now. We set all of this to be... I keep doing that incorrectly. Cut trees. There we go. No, hold on. I wanted to cut trees. There we go. Beautiful. That's what I keep meaning to do. But we also need bushes as well, so that's pretty handy. Right. Scavenge 35 scrap. Excellent. Lots and lots more scrap. Anything else that we can make now? I can make bandages if I want to. It's pretty cool. Tailoring, we don't particularly care about that. Researching, we're continuing to research through here. Researched spaceship deconstruction, very, very nice. How's Hugo doing? Hugo is recovering at a very, very decent rate. Manipulation, ability to use one's hands, is up to about, it's 91% or so, so that's pretty nice. Honestly, all things considered, I'm really happy with how this is all coming along. We got a lovely little area over here. We've got the beginnings. We've got the beginnings of a battery sort of set up here, which is kind of nice. We will have a 3D printer, which I'm going to turn off because there's absolutely no reason to use anything on it right now, which is going to allow us to produce carbon nanotubes. The aim of the game, as I sort of mentioned, at least in this specific scenario, is to try and get the relay. So we're just it's just a case of building towards that, building up our electronic components, building up our CPUs. We got lots of electronics already, but we need to get a whole bunch more in order to get that relay up and running. Vanessa, you're doing a bit of dangerous scouting, if I'm honest. I don't think you need to go and handle the 3D printer. I don't think it's strictly necessary, but that's fine. Look, I think this is probably a pretty good time to wrap up. Ladies and gents, Stranded: Alien Dawn is a fantastic game. I am absolutely delighted to be playing it. Let me let you in a little secret. I'd probably be playing it, regardless of if I was being sponsored for this specific video. This has genuinely been one of my standout surprises. It was definitely one of my standout surprises of 2022. It's a great game. I'd really advise checking it out. And what with this brand new scenario as well. I can't wait to see what happens in the late game. Oh my lordy. Animals are aggressive. I am going to end the video before things go too badly wrong and I end up getting my backside handed to me on a plate. Anyway, thank you ever so much for watching, folks. Do indeed subscribe if you haven't already for more strategy games each and every day of the week. But for now and for me, I've been Old Potato. I'll see you next time. Bye.